Hey guys, Mrs. B's Vaping Sweets here. And today we're going to talk about a different e-liquid that I haven't gone over yet. It's called Great Vapes E-Juice. And this one is New York Cheesecake. It's a 6 milligram nicotine with an 80-20 BG blend. It tells you in the ingredients what's in it. Propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, natural and or artificial flavoring, diacetyl and I can't even read that. They cover it with a sticker. Ugh. Those would be better placed on the bottom. And then that really sucks because the lettering from that sticker just rubbed off on my finger. Can you see that? It's like half numbers. And then that's the sticker now. And it said 80-20. Are you kidding me? That was interesting. Okay, it says diacetyl and artificial color free. Components may include products manufactured at a facility that uses peanuts. So they put the allergen thing in there. I'm not a fan of the stickers. Definitely need to invest in a different kind of labeling system. I mean, even one that you could handwrite in with a Sharpie would probably be a lot better than this. Because I don't want to get letters on my fingers that won't come off. Like, okay, I got it now that I scraped it on metal. So that's not a good sticker. You guys definitely got to update that. They do have like a little labeling system on the side. That's like you mark your volume. So if you like increase this for your nicotine level and then for your blend, that would probably be a lot easier to work with. I mean, their little logo's kind of interesting. I like that it's a monkey vaping. That's really neat. But the label's like falling apart. Or their printer doesn't print very well. I don't like that there isn't child safety. I feel like this should be just a child safety cap because this is one of the ones where you like twist the string on top of the needle. Put it on like this. That's not safe. I mean, it is nifty for the people who don't have kids, so I mean, that's cool for them, you know, like, but there should be like an option for people who do have kids because this will kind of deter me from buying a lot of these. It does have a warning. It says caution, may contain nicotine. Keep out of reach of children and pets. Do not drink. I like that. Alright, let's vape this. Because, I mean, the bottle I'm not really feeling. So I'm not going to really waste my time on it. I'm going to start at 20 watts like I usually do. So, if you guys are ready, let's vape. I don't know how I feel about this. The bite's definitely a 1. Like, that's very evident that there's a bite there. And it's kind of bothersome because I like when you get cheesecake, this has been the one thing bothering me because I've been looking high and low for a really good cheesecake, and I have yet to find one from anyone. It never has that complete cream follow through of all the ones I've tried, especially this one. So I'm going to stick with this one before I go into others. But this one has such a bite that it bothers you because you're like, this is not cheesecake. If you tell somebody it's like a creamy flavor, why not make the whole smooth follow through? Like, that's just my question, you know? The graham cracker flavor is not evident at all. It tastes like butterscotch, like a very, very light butterscotch to me. And that's kind of depressing, considering the flavor. Bites at a 1, maybe a 2. I want to say a 2 because it really gets you. Shout out to anybody who had their drink ready. My daughter's playing music on her toy, so that's me singing her. Sorry. It has a little teeny tiny graham cracker taste if you close the airway, but the bite's at a 2 and it's really, really aggravating. So let's go ahead and go up to 25 and see if that makes a difference because it's really starting to scorch my throat. And I vaped it when I got it, when it was still clear. Tasted horrible, which I was kind of hoping it would taste good fresh because some of them actually taste really good fresh. But it didn't taste very good at all. So I steeped it for 3 weeks, and it's only gotten to that color, which is kind of strange because my others have gotten a lot darker than that. And I sat it out to breathe for 8.5 hours. Still not ready. And I'm worried that it might actually just not get to where it's ready. So I might have to go back to them and have them cut it with something, or cut it myself. I've actually been doing my own mixing, so you guys can actually check that out in another playlist. If you look, I will have another playlist set up that's called Kooky Cheap Concoctions. It's a mouthful, right? But it's worth it. It will save you money when you start getting lower down on your e-liquid to where you don't have enough to fill your tank. You can cut different flavors to make all kinds of stuff, and I'll make simple little hacks for you guys to be able to make Fruity Pebbles, banana wafer pudding, all kinds of stuff with the e-liquids that I'm doing reviews on, so that when they get down to that little itty bitty bit left in the bottle, you can grab you up a tank, mix it up, check it out. Make sure to like and subscribe. So that's at 25. The open all the way airway is pretty good. It tastes a little bit better now. The graham's starting to come through some, but not a lot. The bite kind of went down to a 1, so it's not too bad. But it still doesn't have that cheesecake flavor to it, and it's kind of driving me bonkers. I just keep wanting to say butterscotch or caramel. Like a butterscotch. 30. bite. Ooh. I think through them I might have to try their 100 PG. Because this 80. Can you see? It gets you. It vapes actually pretty quickly. Sorry. I'm pretty low. I filled it right up to my notch there. And that's just from vaping with you guys for just a little while. I tried to record another video before this, and I had vaped like maybe 6 times before I restarted the video. But with that said, that did vape pretty quickly, so I'm wondering if he might have added a little bit too much PG into the 80-20, because he kind of looked at me strange when I was like, 80-20 please. Such an interesting flavor. Like, I don't know how to pinpoint it. It'll make you a little nervous. You're like, what is that? Man, that's smooth. That vape was pretty smooth. I'm gonna close the airway and see what that does. If you close the airway, it intensifies the bite, and the graham cracker taste definitely comes through. It's a little overpowering at first. The cheesecakey flavor is coming through a tiny bit, but it still tastes like butterscotch and like graham crackers to me, or like a really sweet honey graham cracker. We're at 35. That is super smooth. That one was really clear, but as I always say, don't trust the first one. Ooh, that's super smooth. So at the higher wattage, it definitely starts coming through a lot clearer. So I'm definitely going to breathe it a little bit longer so I can vape it at a lower watt. I'm going to go ahead and jump up to 40 and see if that makes a difference, because I kind of feel like I'm on a roll with this flavor profile going up with the wattage. That was super graham crackery. There it goes. So, once you get into the higher watts, it definitely starts to smooth it out to where you can start to taste that faint cream, but they definitely could have added a lot more cream in that flavor. Oof. The bite went down to about a 1. But the graham cracker shows through a lot more than any of the other ones do. There's no other creamy flavor, just the graham. Still not very creamy, and that's really unfortunate because I was hoping it would be. It's just not there for me. I feel like I'm just smoking a graham cracker. Vaping. That lingo just gets on your nerves, don't it? Just graham cracker. That's all I'm getting out of this, is nothing but graham. Yep, definitely graham. That's probably going to drive me absolutely crazy. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go up to 45. So I'm really not feeling this flavor much, so just want to go ahead and get it done with. It's one of those flavors you're like, yeah, this is not an all-day vape. This is something I'll take as like a backup or cut it. The cream comes through so low, it kind of makes you crazy. You're like, wait a minute. I keep thinking cheesecake, but my mind just keeps saying, no, that's just graham cracker. Daughter's singing. Just wanted to add to the background noise. I'm just getting graham cracker, and it's not a very cheesecakey flavor. It's just graham. The bite stays at about a 1, but it's not doing anything for me cheesecake wise. I'm thinking that this needs to either be a 100 PG blend, or I need to try a different flavor. I've been trying to find the perfect New York style cheesecake, and I still have yet to find it. And I'm hoping that with these reviews, maybe the possibility of someone seeing this, it might revise the flavor a little bit more, so they can definitely be in my top favorites. Because I know that I'm not the only person that loves cheesecake, and this flavor definitely needs to be enhanced. I'm not knocking what it's at now. The graham is perfect, but the smoothness needs to definitely be number 1. The cream came through a tiny little bit, and it tasted like a faint, like if you got a piece of cheesecake that was like this big, by like that wide, and the graham cracker was like that much, and there was like fingers width. 1 cheesecake, 1 graham. That's similar to what this tastes like. Still nothing there. I'm going to try with the airway closed. My coil was not liking that, so this blend is definitely not one for maxing it out at 50 watts. So I'm going to back down to my usual, which is 22.4. And look, in that amount of time, it just gone. And that was barely even fogging it. That was kind of unfortunate. So with that said, let's go ahead and rate this one. I am not feeling this e-liquid. This is definitely going to go into my row of backups that don't even have a row number. They're just there. And I have a pretty good amount of e-liquid so far. And my husband actually picked up 3 new ones today. So we can see what the new flavors will be from Vapor Station. He is going to the one out in Hilliard. And he's going to check that one out so we can get some info on Hilliard. Shout outs to anybody who works at Exalta. Mad props to you guys. You guys work hard. I don't like this e-liquid very much, and I'm just going to go ahead and be blunt honest on that. This one, I'm going to go ahead and rate this like maybe like a 4 out of 10, because I literally just get the gram, so the gram is the only thing that gave it a 4. I don't get any cream flavor until I get into the higher wattage, and that's really unfortunate because I do not like to vape at a high watt unless I'm really trying to, fog. But I I can't really say too much. I haven't tried many more of their flavors. We just randomly seen their shop on the way driving to another store. And we just decided to stop in and see what it was about. It was just hidden away. And I'm wondering if maybe that means lack of customers, so they don't really get too much input. But that's what I'm here for. Give local reviews. That flavor definitely needs to be enhanced, so it's only going to be a 4 out of 10 for me. There's really no cheesecake flavor showing through. There's only really graham, and that's not something for me. But if you really like graham crackers and like you're that adamant on it, that's definitely an e-liquid for you. The bottle design, I'm only going to give them like a 5 out of 10 because the labels rub right off on your fingers, as you've seen before. I'm not cool with that because then I don't know when I'm vaping if it rubs off. And I like to keep mine to where they're as vapeable as possible, and before they even expire. I will push that limit. But I am not feeling it. Child safety, I'm going to give that a 1 out of 10. Because unless a kid sees this, they're going to pick it up and just be like, oh, yeah. But with that said, if it's a toddler, that'll be easy to just take right off and squirt the bottle like it's like the candy tubes, I think is what they're called, like the liquid candy. That's what it would be similar to, and I'm not cool with that. So with that said, I would definitely invest into glass bottles. I don't like plastic because I feel like there's a possibility that the BPH or BHO or whatever you want to call it, PBO, I don't know what they're called, but I don't like that their bottles are plastic. This could be definitely glass. That would be something I would invest in, and child safety. Because I don't see that lasting very long. The warning label, I feel like that one's alright. That's probably like a 6 out of 10 for me because they put a warning for the peanut extract, but I feel like that could be worded a lot better. Like, this may contain allergens that pertain to you, i.e. peanuts or certain fruits. That's something I would definitely worry about, warning people, especially since I was told at the store that everything was naturally extracted. Yeah. That's a warning for people for sure, but I do like that they did put a, processing warning for peanut. With that said, I am not a huge fan of this e-liquid. It's 4 out of 10 for me, and that'll probably go into the side of the box that gets cut into different flavors for my kooky cheap concoctions. So let's have a final vape and get on about our day with this part. You can see I'm not very enthused. Have a good one, y'all.